Yo, yo, what's going on, everyone? I'm Mike. I'm one of the co founders here at Work Louder, and today we're going to be building this beauty that I have right in front of me over here. This is the XYZ workboard. It's our new 3D printed keyboard that we just came out with. I think it was like week and a half ago or something. We started selling these on stream like a week and a half ago, really as a test, and you guys really liked it. So we're gonna be doing more of it. We're gonna be doing more of this. Let me see if that camera is a little out of focus there. I'll see if it's too out of focus. I might have to readjust that camera. Just tilt it a little up. All right. That's a little better. Okay, cool. So if you guys have any questions for me, today we're going to be doing an Ask Me Anything while I build these boards. And we're also going to be trying this Chinese Red Bull. It's actually Red Bull. It's just the 30th anniversary version of it from China. So we're gonna be trying this today. A little different from what you might see some of our other streamers drinking. They're normally going with water or tea, but I'm going with a Red Bull today. So we'll see if oh, this has an interesting way of opening. This is like a reverse can pull. I don't know. Yeah, so we're trying a bunch of new things today. All right, so yeah, if you guys have any questions, just drop them in the comments. Today we're going to be streaming to TikTok, Instagram, X, and YouTube. So yeah, I got all the chats merged. Here, so I should be able to see everyone's comments. So feel free to like drop where you're watching from. If you're watching from Brazil, China, North America, Canada. Uh, what up, Canada? Let me know in the comments, and yeah, we can start answering some questions and building some boards. Lightning. Ooh, interesting. I feel like this one's sweeter. I feel like it's sweeter than it's supposed to be. I don't know. Maybe that's because I'm just like not used to drinking Red Bull. I normally have a Guru instead. But all right, all right. Let's see. Mm, 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 mm. All right. Where'd my mouse go? Even Red Bull coming from China. Yeah, actually, the Red Bulls that I'm used to drinking in China are usually like these kind of like stubby cans. You guys have probably never seen them before. It was the first time I had seen them. I don't even think they're carbonated. And actually, I'm not even sure this is carbonated. No, this is not carbonated. So yeah, Chinese Red Bull, very interesting. I like Loki have an assumption of why I think it's not carbonated because you can't drink a carbonated drink as fast as you can drink a non-carbonated drink. And so therefore you're more efficient because you can drink it faster. But yeah, let me know why you think the Chinese Red Bulls are not carbonated in the comments, and we can get our conspiracy theories going. Um, is that a Korean Red Bull? No, it's from China. Uh, 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 so Stevie on TikTok asks, "Hey Mike, just wondering, out of all the keyboards Work Louder makes, which one is your favorite?" That's a very good question. Okay, so in terms of pure utility, I think my favorite would be, and for office work, this is like mainly for office work, it would be the Nomad E. That being because I get the Pomodoro timer baked in. Hold on, I got it behind me. Let me go grab it here. All right. So here we go. I can let me flip this into main cam, the money shot cam, I call it. So yeah, so this is probably my favorite all around board. It's the Nomad E. This was my daily driver before the Knob One came out. So I test drive all of my own products. I use them every day. So regardless of what I'm actually using as my daily driver, it's always one of our products. So like if one like needs a bit more attention for like, you know, testing or whatever, I'll daily drive that one just to like, you know, put it through some rounds of daily use. But the Nomad is my my consistent daily driver. Lately I've been trying out this board over here, which is the XYZ work board. For those of you guys that remember here, let me just go ahead and unplug it. So this one's actually a wired keyboard. So it's not wireless, it's wired, but it's ultra light and really fun to build and use. And so this is what I'm going to be building on stream today. And this is what I've been daily driving just to like, you know, kind of go through the motions and like see what it feels like typing on, and like just like test driving it. So yeah, this is what I've been using. Prior to this one, I was going with the Knob One, which by far has the best typing experience of all of our keyboards. It literally feels like you're typing on clouds. Let me give you guys some ASMR of that. Hold on. Let me pause my music. Oh, hold on, check this out. So look, to pause my music, I even got this thing mapped so that I just press the encoder there, and it pauses it. You can tell my music's not playing anymore because my audio visualizer is now silent. But okay, yeah, here, let me do a little ASMR for you guys. So yeah, hopefully you guys can hear that. I'll do like a just single key type test so you guys can get a feel for like the single keys. So that's the sound test for the Knob One. I should mention that that sound test is a completely stock build. So there's no aftermarket like modding going on here. This is what it sounds like straight out of the factory. So I'm really proud of that. It really has the sound profile of a custom keyboard without the hassle of actually having to lube every switch yourself. Yes. So O over on TikTok asks, this keyboard is like 450. Yeah, it's actually 439. But yeah, pretty close. All right, let's see where we got. How much does shipping cost to Indonesia? Game Freak asks over on TikTok. It varies. It shouldn't actually be too expensive because we ship from China directly. But all of the pricing can be seen at checkout. Why is your keyboard so small? Chirik over on Instagram asks. So this is a 40% keyboard. So let me show it to you in comparison to the Nomad, which is a like 65% keyboard. So yeah, so you can get an idea of the size. So this is a 40%. So the difference between a 40% keyboard and a 65% keyboard like this is a few things. Well, number one, the XYZ workboard doesn't have the display and like extra knobs and buttons over here, but actually it also doesn't have a number row, and it doesn't have some of these extra like home keys. So what you might say, well, I can't not have number keys. I need to have something like that. So I actually normally use when I daily drive this, I normally use this build. So let me switch back to my main camera here. Hi, by the way. I'm Mike. I'm one of the co-founders of Work Louder, if you guys are just joining. So yeah, so if I flip to here, so normally I use my XYZ build like this, completely blind, because I love the way that the keycaps look like this. And actually, this board ships like this. This board ships like this. If you want legends, it's an extra. But yeah, and so it's really, really cool to see like fully blacked out like that on your desk. And so that's why I like rocking that. But for the purpose of the stream, I want to go with a legend build so that people understand that you can actually type on this thing, despite it being smaller and all of that. So let me come in a little bit closer here. I'll go back to the full view. And by the way, I'm using my Creator Micro as a kind of like stream deck kind of thing. So these things can be programmed for pretty much anything. And yeah, and so we're selling the Framer Micro version of that. So it's the wireless V2 version. But yeah, sorry, that's my ADHD getting the best of me there. So yeah, so this is this is what the XYZ workboard looks like with the legends. And if you were wondering how I type the numbers, so you can actually see up here, there's the sub legend that has the numbers up there. And so the way that you type them is you hold down this key over here, which is right beside your spacebar, and then you just press that number, or sorry, that key at the top, and it'll activate the number. If I hold this other layer key over to the left, it'll activate the other sub legend. So like, for instance, like if you're on a standard American keyboard, you know, like your @ symbol or your hashtag symbol. And so, yeah, you just use your layer keys on either side of your spacebar to activate those numbers. And because the keyboard is so small, it's really no extra hand movement. Actually, the whole concept behind a small or abridged keyboard, like a 40% keyboard like this, is to reduce hand movement. So everything is just motion like that. So notice like my wrists aren't moving at all, but literally I can have access to every key on this keyboard, plus a whole set of other keys on this keyboard because of the layer keys. And you can actually see the little light, the LED over here. When I click the corresponding layer key, that LED lights up for that particular layer. So you can have access to a full keyboard and more, so like macros and everything, all on a 40% layout like this, which is smaller than your standard keyboard. So really good for traveling, really good if your desk is more compact, or you just like having a lot of desk real estate and you don't want your keyboard to take up that much room. Yo, Jacob over on Instagram, what's going on, dude? Hope the weather's good where you are, man. It's been pretty rainy in Montreal lately. All right. So let's see. We got some more questions here. So Toby over on TikTok says, website feedback, when you click add to cart, it's not obvious you got anything. So actually when you click add to cart, the little, oh, hold on, you guys can't see that. Here we go. When you click add to cart, you should actually see your cart update with a little icon here. So if I just go and add this to cart, boom, there you go. You got the little thing being updated there. Alrighty, no, don't make that full screen. So if you guys have any questions about the products, or if you've already placed an order, throw your order number into chat and I'll hook you up with a free gift. If you order on stream, I'll do an extra special gift for you. I don't know what it is. It'll depend what you order. But regardless of what you order, and if you order on stream, if you just throw your order number into the stream chat, regardless of the platform, I'll hook you up with a free gift as long as it hasn't already shipped yet. And again, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask away in the comments. I'm watching the comments quite closely. So Lewis over on TikTok asks, how much is the smaller one? So I'm assuming you're talking about the Creator Micro that I'm using here. So I'll bring that up on the website. So if we just go over onto the Framer Micro, you can see we have two models. So we have one at 179, and that's our wireless Pro version. And then we have a base model that comes in at 149 instead of 179. So the difference is that the base model is not wireless, and it also doesn't have this solid aluminum frame around the trim. So yeah, but other than that, they both work with the same softwares. They both perform the same. All of that. This was a big update to the original Creator Micro. Also, the Framer Micro here comes with this 45 key set included in the price. So our like previous stock edition Micro did not come with the icon set, so this one does. Nice. Just saw an order number come in. If that was one of you guys on stream, make sure you throw that into chat. And be happy to hook you guys up with a free gift. And actually, we're doing the XYZ workboard is such a new product that we're doing it in like tiny batches, because also number one, I have to actually assemble all of these things myself. So if you order an XYZ board, it will be hand assembled by me. And I will be hand assembling some on stream today, so you can see what the Lego style kit actually consists of. So without further ado, let's actually start building one of these things. I'm gonna keep this on the desk in case, here, let's get our music going back there. So yeah, so just a little fun thing there. So like I showed this earlier, you can actually control your media with the dial, and you can remap that, by the way, to whatever you want. I actually also remapped it so that when I hold down this layer key and then turn it when I start my computer, it actually does my password and then hits enter. So that's a macro. And so it'll unlock my computer. So it's pretty cool. So it literally looks like I'm starting a car or something when I'm starting my computer. But yeah, so like there's a lot of stuff that you can do with this board, because it's fully remappable. Like you can remap every key. Actually, before we get into the build, I'll just show you like quickly some of the things that I've mapped that I like really can't live without now. So like I had it mapped on my Nomad, and I was like, nah, I need to have this mapped on my XYZ build as well. Even if it has fewer keys and all that, I'm gonna make it work. So I'll show you how I made it work. So some of the shortcuts that I use all the time are copy and paste. And I don't like having to remember like which key, like, so the C and the V on my daily build, I actually don't even have the legends as well. And so like, it's like another extra second that I have to look down to make sure I'm hitting the right key. But even if I had the legends, it's the same thing. I have to make sure I'm hitting the right key. I don't like that. It's annoying. I actually have to use copy paste all the time in my admin work at WorkLouder. So what I did instead is I actually mapped copy. So when I hold down this key over here, it goes to layer 3, which you can see over there. And then I just press tab. So I hold down this and press tab, that's copy. And then the button right underneath it is paste. And that like hierarchy of your copy and your paste being literally one over each other really helps that muscle memory, because essentially it's an up down motion instead of a side to side, and I just find that way easier and way faster. And then I also use the emoji menu all the time. So like whether I'm like messaging with people or I'm writing emails, like I like using my emojis. So I actually have that emoji menu also mapped. So here, check this out. Let me pull up the bottom screen here. I'm gonna pull up, oopsie daisy. Let me grab a new note and go over into, this thing doesn't want to play ball, so let me drop that in over here. Okay, so you can see I've got like a little notepad up here, so I can just type like hello world. Okay, so like I got the hello world, so let me show you like the copy paste thing now. So like I'm gonna use the shortcuts that I just did, so I'll show the top cam. So I'm literally going to be holding this key to activate like my third layer, which is, it means like if I don't hold this key, it's going to do, tab instead. So it'll do tab and shift normally, but when I hold this, now it's going to do my specific macros that I've set. So I'm going to show you how it works. So I'm going to hold that and do copy, and then this one's going to be paste. And then you can just go paste, paste, paste. like that. And then this one up here, when I hold down that and then press the top corner, will do my emoji menu. So it was a little weird showing upside down and flipped on stream on the camera there. But having it on the keyboard is just so. Here I go. I'll just highlight. So copy and then paste. And then emoji menu is just that. So I've clicked it there, so it'll pop up. I click it again, it'll go away. So yeah, really practical to have those kind of shortcuts. Some other ones that I have as well. So here I'll take the share screen down for a sec. So what I do is I have this bottom key right here. So this is layer 1. You can see again the what's it called? The little LED over on the left there or on the right, highlighting when or lighting up when I press it. And then layer 1 plus F over here. So just holding down that layer key and pressing F does command center, which it's like kind of or mission control, I think it's called on Mac, where it like throws all your windows open so that you can see which window you want to go to and then just click on it. So yeah, super useful. I use that all the time to select windows, change desktops, all of that. And then of course I have like the media controls on my dial, and then like the start engine macro to actually unlock my computer when I'm opening it. So that's what I've mapped mine to. I also have some other like shortcuts, for instance, like pausing my switching track. I have using the right layer key over here, and then these arrow keys over here. I have to like switch track and stuff like that. But yeah. Okay, enough yapping. Let's check some questions, and then once I got through most of the questions here, we'll jump into a full build. Okay, let's see. Does it? So Lewis over on TikTok asks, does it ship to Europe, the 40% one? Yes, we ship worldwide. The only caveat is if you are in Brazil, you have to DM the account first, acknowledging that one, that you want to buy the board, and then two, that you understand that there's actually duties going to Brazil, and they're expensive. So just keep that in mind if you're in Brazil. But everywhere else, I've never had issues with duties and all of that. Everyone's been pretty good with that. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Tomas over on TikTok, I see that you got your order number in there. So let me just copy that. I'm gonna throw that into our note here. And I'll drop a free gift for you when we're done the stream. All right, so Cryex over on Instagram, I see your order number there too. I'm gonna just add that to the note. All right, here we go. Copy, paste. Okay, cool. I've tried one of those. So Jacob says I've tried one of those Chinese Red Bulls before. They're flat and taste more toxic. Yeah, I was literally just saying that I forgot that they're not carbonated. And I had like my conspiracy theory of why I think they're not carbonated. But yeah, they're very flat because they're not at all carbonated. Toby, you're saying you were on mobile. That's why the cart wasn't updating. It should still update on there. Maybe it was on an iPad, and maybe there was an issue with the iPad or something like that. Albu over on Instagram asked, when will I be able to buy the Figma Micro again? Actually, Figma Micro totally sold out. We do have the Framer Micro in stock, and the Framer, in stock on pre-order. It will be in stock soon in September, and we've only ordered 1,000 of those. So if you like the Framer Micro, let me show you guys the Framer Micro, because people always think I'm kidding when I say it's limited edition, and then when it goes out of stock, you guys are all crying about the fact that you didn't get it in time. So the Figma Micro was limited edition, and now it's sold out. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you guys the Framer Micro while it's still available. So that's this one right here that you're seeing. It's going to be coming in stock in September. So right now we're taking pre-orders for it, and if you order on stream and you drop your order number in chat, I'm going to hook you up with an extra gift. Bulky over on TikTok, I see you. Thank you for the order number. We're going to copy that one down. And you can expect your updated order to come after the stream. just because I'm not super great at multitasking. I don't want to kill the flow of the stream. But yeah, keep a lookout for an updated email, and I'll make sure you get your free gift. All right. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, the Framer Micro. So this one we have on pre-order now. We have two versions. We have the wireless version, which is our pro version. So it's, like I said, wireless. Also has this sick anodized black aluminum frame. It's solid. It's a solid CNC frame. And then we also have the base edition, which comes with a solid polycarbonate frame. So it's all plastic, but it's still CNC'd. So there's no like ribbing or like empty holes in it. It's a solid polycarbonate polycarbonate plastic that's CNC'd. So you get that really dense build quality that I know you guys like. Because we've been selling the original Micro for about 3 years now, and that's like one thing that you guys always tell me that you love. You love the build quality of the Micros. So for the V2, we had to keep all of those like really expensive, time-consuming processes to make it like CNCing. So if you're not sure what CNCing is, it's essentially like reverse 3D printing. You start with a brick of material, and then a drill goes and does what's known as milling. And it literally will go and mill away all of the other bits. You can do that with plastic, but also metal. So that's what we've done for both of the versions for the Creator Micro, or the Creator Micro, otherwise the special edition version that we have here, the Framer Micro. And that's what you can see here. So we got a little gallery going on the website, so you can get a really good look at it. So this logo that you see on the back, the Framer logo, that's CNC'd into the bottom. So yeah, the minute you pick this up, you're gonna love the build quality. I'll guarantee it. Like for real, it's one of the things that everyone always says how much they love about the Creator Micro. But with this version, we actually went really above and beyond. So we added so much stuff. One was the most requested thing was to make the Creator Micro wireless. So that's the big addition that we're getting here. But also we've added in this joystick. And this joystick allows you to get this on-screen radial menu, which is sick because you get seven programmable slots on that radial menu to map whatever you want. So shortcuts, actions, all sorts of stuff. And then best of all of the shortcuts on your Micro will automatically change for you depending on which app you have in focus. So that was a big lift for us to do, because to actually move from the V1 Creator Micro to the V2, which is the Framer Micro, we had to build our own software out for that. And then also make custom firmware, and then the fact that it's Bluetooth also added complexity. So we really went above and beyond for the V2 Micro here, and I know you guys are gonna love it when you get it in your hands. So you see the little animation of what the joystick movement looks like, all of that. Yo, Dave, what's going on, man? Thanks for dropping in, supporting the stream. Really appreciate that. So Camille asks over on Instagram, is it able to do the shortcuts on the Knob One? Yes. So all of the features that I've been talking about on, like, for instance, the Nomad or the XYZ, XYZ workboard that I have here, you can map all those same kinds of shortcuts to the Knob One. So no worries there. Really, the Knob One is like our flagship product. It has the best typing experience, has the custom switches in it. It has so many layers in that when you pick it up, you're going to be like, damn, this thing's dense. It really feels like you're typing on clouds. I did a sound test earlier. I'll do another one later. But yeah, very thocky, low profile keyboard. I know you guys are going to love it. All right, let's see. So Neck over on TikTok asks, what's that fluid thing on your desk? So I'm assuming you're talking about this. This is my audio visualizer. It's a ferrofluid audio visualizer. It was made by a Korean installation artist. He only made like 290 of them, and I waited 2 years to buy it. There's a bunch of knockoffs for it now on like AliExpress or whatever. But I highly recommend, if you can get the original version, get the original version. I've looked at the knockoffs. They don't even come anywhere close to the attention to detail and quality that you'll get by getting the original. It's a lot more expensive, but I think it's worth it. To give you guys some transparency on the pricing, it's like I paid $890 for it, and then after taxes and shipping, I think it came out to 100 or 1,500 Canadian, like total, which would work out to be, I guess, like about like 1,200 US. So yeah, and then I think knockoffs you can find for like 400 US online, but I don't know. I hold the opinion there's nothing more expensive than cheap things, because you're gonna buy a knockoff, you're gonna feel the difference in the quality just visually. You'll see it right away, and yeah. So anyways, Awalhi, sorry guys, I'm terrible pronouncing the usernames. Over on Instagram asks, is this available in India? Yes, the XYZ workboard ships worldwide. Actually, we ship all of our stuff worldwide. So yeah, you can get it in India as well. So Jacob asks over on Instagram, the XYZ board is wired only, so not possible with multiple, I guess you're referring to devices. Yeah, the way that I would get around that if I'm using a wired board is I would get like a, what's it called, a KVM switch. So you just like plug one USB cable into like this little box, and then there's a button that you usually can just like hide it underneath your desk. Where if you press it, it just switches the input. So Jacob, I know you know about the KVM switches, but for those of you that are maybe wondering like, I like my wired connection or something like that, like I like my wired cables, and you want to like figure out how to have it connected to multiple devices without having to have literally two cables on your desk, you can just use a switch like that. But all of our other boards are wireless, so you won't have that problem with that. All right, let's see. Mikey over on TikTok asks, what board are you using? So this is the XYZ workboard. You can find it linked in our bio. So if I just like use my micro over here to pull up our website, it's actually the first keyboard on the list. So if you buy one of these and you buy it on stream, toss your order number into chat and I'll hook you guys up with a free gift. I'm noticing we got another order number here from Lewis over on TikTok. Thank you. Appreciate the support. I'm going to grab your order number before it flies away in the chat. And I'll add it. I'll add the gift after stream. So you'll get an email update about that. All right, I'm seeing another order number here from Jinx over on TikTok. Man, TikTok is crushing today with the order numbers. Guys, Instagram, you gonna let that happen? I thought Instagram had all the buying power. All the orders are coming from TikTok today. What's up with that? All right. Let's see. Doesn't on. So Nico, I think I might have missed your question. You're saying only the Nomad has that feature. I'm not sure which feature you're talking about. If you want to ask it again in chat, I'm sure I'll catch it. But all right. Okay, so Mikey asking over on TikTok, how do you use the numbers on the XYZ keyboard? So all right, I'll flip back over here. So yeah, it's pretty simple. You just hold down the layer key right beside the spacebar, and then you press one of the keys on the top row corresponding to the number that you want. So if I just bring it a little closer to the camera, you can actually see the legends. You can actually see the numbered legends on the top there in the top left corner of the keycaps, and then in the bottom right you can see the sub legends. So the way that you activate the sub legends, like hashtag or the @ key, is you just hold the opposite layer key on the other side of the spacebar. So what's really convenient about those layer keys is it actually makes more use out of your thumbs. So everyone's used to, when you're typing, your two thumbs are literally just sitting on the spacebar, which is like such a waste of like your fingers being able to do something just to hit the spacebar. So actually with a 40% keyboard like this, your thumb still can hit the spacebar. It's a 2-unit spacebar, but then you have all sorts of extra keys along the sides of the spacebar that you can use as modifier keys to make other keys on your keyboard do different things. So like for instance, if I hold this layer key and press F, it actually does command center or mission control rather, which spreads out all the windows on my desktop. Super useful, and I literally don't even have to move my hands to do that. Which on like another keyboard, you'd have to hunt around on your FN keys. You'd have to lift your hand to go and do that. For me, it's like literally just press it like that. And same thing with copy paste. You know, if I'm using my mouse over on with my right hand side, I can just hold down this layer key and then press copy over here and then paste right below. And then I got the emoji menu hidden on my escape key when I hold down that corner layer key. So yeah, XYZ board has tons of utility. And it's actually the main component from our more expensive creator board. So if I flip back over here, you'll recognize that the XYZ workboard is actually the core component of our $400 or $350 creator board product. So yeah, you can see it over here. The XYZ workboard is essentially that main component. And so for $89, you get the core functionality of a $350 keyboard. Huge value. All right, so let me just check quickly on the questions here. Can you ship to Belarus? Period over on TikTok asks. Yes, we ship worldwide. Let's see. Kawaii over on TikTok asking, your Nomad E's are sold out. We're actually very low on stock, but we're not totally sold out. So let me switch back to the cam here so you guys can see. Sorry about the resizing here. I can resize this, get this a little better. Here we go. Yeah. So the Atomic Purple, I think the Atomic Purple sold out today. I think we might be sold out officially out of everything. I'll have to check that after the stream. I'll have to check close. We do have ISO boards left. So if you want ISO in the Nomad E, we do have those left. So definitely check through that if you're looking for a European layout, because we do have those left. But yeah, if you do end up picking up one of our like keyboards, either the Nomad or the Knob 1, definitely, especially if you're on stream doing that, throw that into chat. I'll hook you up with an extra special gift for making one of those purchases on stream. So John over on Instagram asks, is there going to be a Webflow one coming out? No. No, there's not going to be a Webflow one. I generally try to plan the collabs where they don't compete with each other, right? In the sense that like the collab company that we're working with isn't a competitor of another one. So we decided to work with Framer. Webflow is obviously a competitor of Framer and vice versa. So we're not going to be doing that. Technically, Figma is now a competitor of Framer and vice versa. But to be fair, they released Figma sites after we announced the collab, so I think it's still fair game. But yeah. All right, let's see. Okay, so Camille over on Instagram says, I mean, I could use the whole XYZ keyboard for $89 faux show, but because no shortcuts instead of the Creator Micro for 150, you can still map this thing as like a shortcut keyboard, by the way. So like just using those layer keys that I was talking about, like think about it. You could, here, let me go back over here. You could literally map this. So once you press this key, all of the keys literally on the whole board do something else that you choose, if you want, different than what is actually on the labels themselves. So you can literally have this whole left side mapped as a numpad, as a macro pad. So for instance, Mattia designs a lot in Rhino, does our renders in Keyshot. And he does obviously the website design and graphic design in Illustrator. He actually uses this whole left side of his XYZ board as a numpad and or macro pad, depending on which layer key he's holding. So like, it's actually crazy how much utility you can get out of this keyboard. And so he actually has a whole numpad baked in here. And because of the ortholinear grid layout, it actually performs exactly like you'd expect a numpad to. So if I just use my actually, you know what? Here, let's go money shot cam. Let's go money shot cam here. You can see the keys are in a perfect grid. So what that actually helps you do is it makes sure that your fingers are taking the most optimal route to get to the key closest to it. So you're either moving directly to the right or left, or up or down. So it's primarily up and down. So if I kind of go like this at the camera, you can see how my fingers line up right over top of those rows. And so yeah, that's another thing that's just really great about the ortholinear layout, is that it makes touch typing really efficient and easy, because essentially you're building concrete muscle memory, and it's not so much of like an art how it is on a what's it called, on like a standard keyboard. Like if you look at how people type on a standard keyboard, everyone types different. It's like sometimes they're kind of going around like this. Sometimes it's like one hand moving a lot and then the other hand kind of only doing a little. Ortholinear, everyone types the same because it's just the motion of essentially extending and retracting your fingers. So yeah, that honestly that was the thing that made me fall in love with typing on the Creator board, which was our first product like 4.5 years ago. But I'm discovering it all over again with the XYZ build here. And I'm really excited about it because the Creator board, when we first launched it, we needed to make sure that like we had essentially enough money coming in, so we couldn't sell that thing for a low price. We had to essentially make sure that it was worth the price that we were charging for it, but we couldn't build a whole company off of a budget product. Now that we're more established, we can come out with more accessible product lines because our whole business doesn't depend on one product anymore. And so that's the idea behind the XYZ boards. We had extra circuit boards from our Creator board lineup that we weren't using because essentially we bought them as replacement parts in case somebody's Creator board broke or all that. But what we found was we ended up just having this overstock of this particular PCB, or the circuit board. And we said, like, how could we just reuse this one part? You know, like instead of having to order all of the other circuit boards, like the Creator board is crazy. It essentially has 3 brains in it. It essentially has 3 microchips in it, which is one of the things that makes it so expensive, because each board is like its own keyboard in it, because you can use all of the parts independently. But we have a hub located in the Creator board below all of the other circuit boards that unifies all those boards, so it makes it look like it's one keyboard. But in reality, it's like that one keyboard is 4 or 3 keyboards in one, which is one of the reasons why it's so expensive to produce. But yeah, we were able to use those extra circuit boards that we had lying around to do this XYZ product line, which again, I'm really excited about because it makes it so much more accessible to people. It's such like a tiny and like micro build. I love it. So yeah, we're gonna start assembling these on stream as well. I know I'm yapping, guys. I hope you guys can just understand that I'm just passionate about what I do. But yeah, if you guys have more questions, add them to the chat. I'm gonna be going through and answering them. Mikey over on TikTok asks, does XYZ work on Linux? Yeah, so it's actually QMK and VIA compatible, so it will work on your Linux computer. All right. So Camille over on Instagram is just clarifying one of his questions from earlier, saying, could I use the XYZ keyboard for $89 for shortcuts only instead of using a micro? Technically speaking, you can. It just has obviously a different form factor and like benefits and drawbacks, right? Like it's much bigger. You might not need that many keys. You might prefer the fact that you can get it wireless instead of wired only. The Creator Micro also has much better build quality than the XYZ because it's not using 3D printed parts at all, right? Everything on the Creator Micro is either injection molded or CNC'd. So for sure, if you held both in your hand, you'd feel the difference between them. But I mean, for 89 bucks, you can't argue with the value that you get from the XYZ board. Haman asks on TikTok, how much is this board? So this is $89 if you get the do-it-yourself Lego kit. So here I'll show you guys on the website. So it's the first board. It's the first board in the list. Here's what it looks like on the website. So yeah, for 89 bucks you can get it pre-built by me, so pre-built by the founder of the company. And Lego style, it comes like all in parts. So you don't need to print anything yourself, even though it is a 3D printed board. You don't need to print anything yourself. It's really like building a Lego kit. There's like some easy instructions. You just follow those, and in about like 10-15 minutes, depending on how fast you are with the screwdriver, you'll be done and have a fully functioning board. So yeah. All right. So Mish over on TikTok asks, can I get one, please? Yeah, we're selling these on our website right now. They are limited in quantity. So right now we're doing batches of 10. I have to check how many we've already sold on this stream, because I think we sold a bunch. Actually, and I can show you guys this, which is them printing live. I know you guys can't see my face right now, but hopefully you can hear it through my voice. Because it's actually pretty cool to be able to see these things getting printed live. So these are actual customers' boards being printed live on stream here. So not only are we going to be assembling these things, so here, not only are we going to be assembling, I got all the parts to my right here. So I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna start building here. But yeah, we're gonna be we're also building these things on stream today. So let's grab one of our boards here. So I did bring one of the do-it-yourself kits, so you guys can see some of the stuff that I think is pretty interesting about the Lego style kit. So it comes vacuum sealed. It comes vacuum sealed like this. So your circuit board, this one doesn't have the keycaps on. I decided I'm gonna ship it to you guys with the keycaps on. Because they're all blind keycaps anyways. I can save a bit on like the extra plastic and stuff if I put it on for you guys. So they actually will ship with the keycaps already on it, but all the rest also comes in its own bag, vacuum sealed like this. So we're gonna break the seal on this do-it-yourself kit, and then I'll show you guys some of the parts as well. Lex over on TikTok is asking, why is the space bar so small? Or what's the goal with that keyboard? Sorry, I'm new. So yeah, no problem. So this is what's known as a 2-unit spacebar. And if you actually, I'm willing to bet you. So 2-unit is like roughly-ish 2 inches. It's roughly 2 inches. Not exactly 2 inches, but if you need to like kind of get an idea of how big 2 units is, it's literally the size of 2 single keycaps. It's about the size of 2 inches. If you take that 2-inch mark and you go to like your laptop, your MacBook, whatever it is, and you go and you put that in front of the usage pattern on your spacebar, I'm willing to bet it's not bigger than 2 inches, which is actually one of our first viral videos that I made was like literally somebody says, why is the spacebar so small? I literally took the keycap off, went to my MacBook, and dropped it right in front of the spacebar, and you could see my usage pattern on my MacBook was exactly the size of that spacebar. So actually, you don't need a large spacebar, and the purpose of having a smaller one is, number one, you can have a more compact keyboard, but more importantly, you get these extra layer keys on either side. They're called your modifier keys on either side of the spacebar over here, which allows you to get different functionality of your whole keyboard when you hold that down. So you can see the little lights showing up over on the right there. When I hold down that layer key, it's changing the functionality on my keyboard so that when I press one of the buttons, it's going to do something else. So like for instance, I have like if I hold this down and I press on this top row up here, it's going to do like my special characters. So like the @ symbol, the the hashtag, the $sign, all that. But then all the letters also can do something different. So I've mapped, for instance, my F key to do mission control, which like spreads out all the windows on my desktop. And then I can just go with my mouse and then select that one and then, go back to typing without even having to lift any of my hands. I just literally go hold that down, press F, and then select with my mouse. So it's really efficient. You just, you have to, you just map it how you want, and then you can get that crazy efficiency out of it. Victoria over on TikTok says, "I've never been more stoked for something." I know you're here on our live stream supporting. So thank you so much, Victoria. I really appreciate all the support from the orders that you've placed with us, and all the good energy you've been posting in the chat. So thank you for being here. All right, so Eduardo over on Instagram says, "Hi, I have the Figma Micro. I haven't been able to configure it properly on Windows. If you're having trouble, just send a DM to the Instagram page, and I'll help you out. I answer all the DMs myself, so yeah. Just if you need some help, DM the page on Instagram." Dave said, "Out here waiting for Adobe collab." Adobe actually recently collabed with Logitech. So I imagine there might be a conflict of interest if they go and do a collab with us, but who knows? Maybe they'll reach out one of these days and we'll do a collab with Adobe. So the parts that I'm picking out for you guys. Ooh, nice! I'm noticing some more order numbers here. Actually, let me just grab these before I miss them. Kaitala over on TikTok, thank you so much for the order number. I'm going to put that into the list, and I'll get you covered after the stream. Same thing with Toby. All right, I'm going to copy your order number. Toby, I got your order number over from TikTok. Man, TikTok is crushing today, guys. Instagram, what are you doing? You're sleeping on these orders. TikTok's getting all the free gifts today. TikTok is getting all the free gifts today. All right. John says, "I would need to buy the framer then. Is the gift valid for any purchase?" Yeah, the gift is valid for any purchase. And actually, the bigger your order, the bigger the free gift is. So yeah, and if you buy on stream, I'll add in something extra special for you. So John over on Instagram, if you do place an order on stream, make sure you let me know in chat. I'll be happy to hook you up with a free gift. Kaitala said, "Almost ordered Neighbors." I'm not sure what that means, but all right. Rikiki over on TikTok says, "Amazing design, like the Razer Huntsman Mini." I'm familiar with that keyboard. I'd have to argue that ours is better though. Gaming keyboards honestly have been the same for so long. They honestly lack a lot of personality, in my opinion, especially at this point in time. I mean, gaming boards have been out for forever, and they somehow just all look the same. And even though like there's a lot of similarities between like demographics and customers and all that, each person is different. They might want something a little different, and yeah, most of the like mass market boards that are out there today don't really offer that customization, both like digital and physical customization. With the Creator board and the XYZ boards, you really get the best of both worlds. But yeah, shout out to Razer to be out there making boards for all those years. They were one of the first ones that I bought a macro pad from. Helmi over on TikTok asks, "How rigid is the color labeling on your keyboards? I got dry skin and need to cream often." So yeah, good question actually. So I would say it usually cream doesn't really damage the labels on our boards. It's more like if you have like naturally oily hands that are like really oily, that sometimes it can corrode the laser etched legend. So on the XYZ board, we have a laser etched legends. To actually give you guys like some real footage, I guess, of a board that's been used for years. So like I have like what I would say like regular oily hands, so like I wouldn't consider myself somebody that has overly oily hands, but also not like overly dry either. You can see the level of shine that is on my keycaps. I mean, I'll give you multiple angles here. They don't look, and I'll even get up nice and close, give you a nice close look at that. this has been my board for the last I want to say at least 2.5 years. So I've been typing on this board for 2.5 years. This is the wear and tear that you can see on it. I'll bring it vertical and bring it even closer and try to get the angle on it so you can really see, like, if you really want like the look on the shine. So this is after 2.5 years of like everyday use, building a business on social media. So if there's gonna be wear and tear, Christ, there's gonna be wear and tear on my board. But yeah, that's what you can see. I would say there would be even less shine on something like the Knob 1, which is using dye sublimated keycaps. And then what you're gonna get on our Nomad is the absolute on our Nomad V2. So let me switch back to this and then go up here. I'll show you the keycaps on the Nomad V2. The Nomad V2 keycaps actually surpass the Knob 1 keycaps because these ones are double shot keycaps. So if you're worried about wear and tear, go for a double shot key set. Let me scroll down here a little bit on the website. These key sets, so if you're not familiar with what a double shot key set actually is, it means the white that you see as the legend is a literal plastic mold below the surface of another plastic mold, which molds the black section. So this is actually a physical legend in each one, meaning each keycap has its own individual mold, which is not the standard. This is not the standard that you'll get on most keyboards. But it is the most resistant, like, by far, like to the moon and back. Like, if you wear down the legend on this, your finger will be worn down to the bone because you'll be grinding plastic off of this. So yeah, so if you really want maximum durability for your keycaps, not only go for a double shot, but you can go for our new key set on our Nomad E2. It's not up for sale yet, but you will also be able to buy just the keycaps separately. So if you like the look of the keycaps, you want that durability, whether it's on your Nomad, Nomad V1 or your Knob 1 or whatever, we'll have both the black version and white version of that key set up for sale soon. So here, I can show you what the Traffic white key set will look like on that. Absolutely stunning board. This one's going to be shipping in Q4, so it'd make for a good Christmas surprise for anyone that you ordered it for. Alrighty, alrighty. Let me scroll through here, make sure I'm not missing any order numbers. So Matt over on Instagram is asking, are these boards that the buyer 3D prints? So good question. For the ones that we're selling on the website right now, so the XYZ boards, they are 3D printed, but you don't need to 3D print it yourself at the moment. So we offer two kits right now. We have pre-built and Lego style. So pre-built, it just comes assembled like you see in the photo here. Lego style, it just comes with the parts like this. So yeah, we're not doing the STL files just yet for this. We want to build these out. We want to see what people think of it. I mean, like, I like the quality of the board. I'm typing on it daily. So I've been using it for like the last 2 weeks or so. I've been loving it. I've been loving it so much that actually Mattia got jealous, and then he actually started using the XYZ board. What's it called? Let me pull that. Let me show you what Mattia's board looks like. Hold on. So this is Mattia's board, and you can see he actually printed like a attachment point. I don't know. He printed this. He like straps it to his bag. He like literally just rocks around with this thing strapped to his bag. But yeah, so he's got an orange dial on this one. this dial is actually 3D printed, but the dials that come with the boards that you're purchasing on the site today are injection molded. Same thing with the keycaps. The keycaps are injection molded. The only thing that's 3D printed is the base that you see here, this cool kind of like X pattern base. So that's what's 3D printed. Everything else is injection molded. So I can show you what those keycaps look like there. You can see those those very expensive injection molded keycaps. So yeah, normally we sell these keycaps for 44, like the blind key set, like you see like this. We sell that, just that set alone for 44 US on the website. But we're doing like a special deal right now on the XYZ boards where we include them free of charge on the board, so they come pre-installed. And you can get this whole working board for only 89 bucks. You can either get it pre-assembled like this, so it's ready to go out of the box, or you can get it DIY style, like we're going to be building here in a second, right here. So it comes in all the parts, and then you just assemble it yourself. So without further ado, let's get into building here. Remember, guys, if you do pick up one of these boards on stream, or if you place an order for one of our other products, make sure to add that into the chat, and I'll hook you up with a free gift via your order number. All right. Intolerable Chris asks a question on TikTok saying, "Can you actually say Lego style? Won't that be copyright infringement?" Listen, I mean, maybe I don't think they have trademark or copyright on the term Lego style. I think that's fine. I don't know. If I get a cease and desist, it's a pretty simple change. I mean, I'm not using any Lego parts, so I think it's fine. Any lawyers in chat can can choose to update me on my legal knowledge of that statement or not. Okay, I'm just gonna grab a couple more order numbers here. So I'm seeing and Ancued on Instagram has an order number for us. I'm gonna copy that and add it to the list to get your free gift after the stream. Gudanon on TikTok asks, "Do you plan on creating a more affordable model?" Guys, for real. If 89 bucks is not within your budget, you shouldn't be shopping with Work Louder. Like, I mean, that is really our most budget board that we've come out with today. And if 89 bucks isn't in your price range, nothing we sell is going to be in your price range. But yeah, you can get the XYZ workboard. It comes like this, but you can also get it with the legends on it like that if it wants to focus. Yeah. And by the way, they are shine through, so you can actually see the RGB behind is shining through in there. So it is backlit as well. You can get this board for $89, and you can get it pre-assembled or in the Lego style kit, which is what I'm going to be doing on stream today. All right. I'm just going to quickly scan for some more order numbers. All right. Okay, so no more order numbers at the moment. I'm going to take that time to actually do some assembly here. All right, so let's start out here. Let's start out with putting our feet on this. So the Lego style kit comes with everything on the side. So you assemble it yourself. So what we're gonna start with here is we're gonna apply our anti-slip feet. I didn't do that on the last stream that I was doing this on, and I kept assembling the board upside down. So yeah, definitely in the instructions, I'm going to tell people to start with the feet so that you know the orientation. Dan Perks over on TikTok asks, "How's the music widget coming along for the Nomad E?" It's actually already out for our beta testers on Discord. So we're actually already beta testing it with our community members. If you want to join the beta program, just join our Discord and then ask around. And then one of the mods can make you can give you the roles to join that program, but it is by request only, and if we have space. But yeah, ooh, nice. I noticed we just got another order number in. If one of you guys on stream place that order, make sure you toss your order number into chat and I'll hook you up with that free gift. All right, cool. So we got 3 out of 4 here for the feet. And yeah, sorry I didn't finish answering that question. Yeah, so the beta testers are using the music widget out now. And then by July 24th, so this month, we will be releasing the music widget for Nomad E backers, all of the Nomad E backers. So it's not exclusive to just the V2 or just the V1. It'll be available for all the backers. Let's see here. Dang, there's a lot of motion in this chat. So Bed is asking, have you ever thought about making a small split keyboard? Would love a Korn-like keyboard. So yeah, I mean, we've thought about it. You know, the market's pretty niche for the split keyboards, but it's possible that we come out with one in the future. It's just I don't have anything to announce at the moment in regards to split keyboards or anything like that, but it's possible. It's possible. So Intolerable Chris also asks, saying, for the XYZ, could it be used as a shortcut dedicated keyboard? Yes, totally. So you can actually remap every single key on each of the 4 layers to be a custom function. So if you want to use this thing as a giant macro pad, whether you're doing like editing or music production or whatever it might be, yes, you can definitely use the XYZ board as just like a giant macro pad. All right, take some screws out, put them over in here. I'm Shakes over on Instagram asks, do you ship to Nigeria? Yes, we ship worldwide. Let's see. So John, I believe I already got your order number, but I'm a little bit behind on the chat there. Let me just check my list. I was pretty sure I got it, but let's see. Yeah, John Infinite. Yeah, post your order number if you haven't already. I think I might have missed that order number. But yeah. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna scroll quickly and make sure I got the. Okay, so Helmy, I see you over on TikTok. Let's go. All right, I got your. That's a confirmation number, but I will take it anyways. It's all good. So Helmy, I got your order number here as well. All right, man, just TikTok's dominating with the order numbers today, guys. Instagram, are you really gonna let TikTok have that over on you? The CEO of Instagram was saying that Instagram has all the buying power, and you're just letting TikTok do that to you right now. All right, let's see. I am Shake says, I would like to be a beta tester. So we have the link to join our Discord in our bio. So you can find it via there, and then you can just ask pretty much in any of the chats, but you'll get more attention for the Nomad if you comment in the Nomad E chat or channel rather on our Discord. So Jack over on TikTok's asking, have any of the XYZ boards shipped out yet, or are you waiting to send them all up at once? Actually, what we were waiting for was these, here, let me make sure I can see my camera to make sure what you guys are looking at. So actually, we needed to order these little daughter boards because we didn't have enough of these things. And so we had to wait to get them. So now that we have them, we're starting assembly. I ask that you guys are patient because I'm actually assembling all of these myself. I'm not outsourcing it to China yet. I really want to figure out the process, make sure all the customers are happy with everything, and then once I have that dialed in, then I'll be outsourcing to China. But at the moment, all of the XYZ boards are personally built by either myself or Mattia. So one of the founders is building your board. So yeah, hopefully that's of some kind of value to you guys. You can be a little bit patient, knowing that it's one of the founders doing it for you. But yeah, we're gonna be shipping them out. We're shipping them out soon. Now that we have all the parts in, we can start that assembly process and getting them out to you guys. Yeah, John, I don't see your order number, dude. If you're posting it and it's not showing up in chat, feel free to send me a DM. And I'll honor it anyways. So Intolerable Chris, let's go. I see your order number. Again, a TikTok order. Guys, I think TikTok's going to be my new favorite platform for live streaming. I think it's going to be my new one. All right, let's add that. To the list. Thank you so much, Chris, for the support. Really looking forward to knowing what you think of the board. This is like a very new product. So as always, we're taking feedback, but I'm paying extra attention to the customers ordering these boards to make sure you guys like it. If there's any feedback, any of that, I'll be taking all of it. Just send me a DM. Send me a DM on Instagram. The TikTok DMs are an actual mess. There's just way too many kids asking for free boards on TikTok. My DMs get flooded. I get a lot of requests on Instagram, but it's a little bit more manageable on Instagram. So I Am Shakes asks, aren't you scared of China? No, of course I'm not scared of China. You just have to know how that market operates and like what they're looking for. They look like the knockoff companies in China look for products that are very easily knocked off, and typically they avoid products that require software. So our boards require software. We built the software. It comes for free with your purchase. And so that kind of thing is a deterrent for the knockoff companies, whether they're in China or India or anywhere else. They want to focus on stuff that's like very easy to knock off and produce. So things that have assembly to it or software required, they typically stay away from that kind of stuff. So they'll copy like 3D, what are called like dumb 3D printed products. So like things that don't require any electronics or anything like that. Like just regular 3D printed stuff, or like headphones. They'll copy Apple stuff because Apple is like such a big company and they have such a big market that it's worth it to go and like actually make the electronics, the knockoff electronics for it. But yeah, typically knockoff companies will avoid products that require more effort than they want to put into it. So I Am Shakes. I hope that answered your question, but feel free to ask away about that if you have more questions about it. I'll take a moment here to reset the room and introduce myself. Where's my thing here? Turn that off. Hi, I'm Mike. I'm one of the co-founders here at Work Louder. I answer all the DMs, so if you've ever DM'd the page, you've been talking to me. So hi. If you guys have any questions today, I'm doing an Ask Me Anything as I try to also multitask building boards. And yeah, so today we're going to be building our XYZ work boards. So I have a finished version of it in front here. So that's what I've been using as my daily driver. We have it pre-built and as a little kit, as you see I'm doing it here. I just installed the little daughter board on the bottom. And now we're going to start building the frame. So yeah, if you guys order on stream, be sure to drop your order number or confirmation number into chat, and I'll hook you up with a free gift. So yeah, let's see. So John, I see you. I see you, right? I see you typing, but I see your message, but I don't see your order number in your thing. I don't know if it's maybe a glitch with Social Stream or something like that. But John, don't worry. I see you there. Just send me a DM on Instagram, and I'll make sure you get that free gift for your order number. No stress at all. Joseph over on Instagram is asking, why isn't there an option to just have the Work Legend keycaps versus the blinds? To be honest with you, it makes assembly a lot easier for us, so it's quicker to assemble. Also, the Legend key set is actually expensive to produce. So the injection, so even though the keycaps on the injection molded version, which are blind, are injection molded, the mold is actually very expensive. The per unit cost for the actual keycaps themselves is actually quite low, which means we can afford to offer these included with the rest of the board. The margins still make sense, but once we start including the Legend key set, it's actually a lot more complicated. We need, first of all, it needs to be produced. We need to produce the actual base, the base keycap, and then it needs to be coated and then laser etched, all individually. So each key set needs to be laser etched. There has to be a special process for it so they don't get scratched or dinged or anything like that. And they're all vacuum sealed and packaged. So yeah, that's why we can't just include them like that. They're already pre-packaged for us, and they're more expensive to produce. So yeah, that's why we consider it as an add-on. All right, Mush Broken over on TikTok. Nice spot that you recognize the Burn Slap speaker. Not many people know the brand, let alone the device itself. So cool spot on that. You're a really trendy one over there. We got a trendy one in chat. All right, John says, make my gift special, please. Yeah, man, just send me your order number. I'll hook you up, dude. Don't worry. All right, so we got Joseph with the order number. I see you there. I'm gonna copy that and add that to the list. Adding Joseph to the list right now. Thank you so much for the support, Joseph. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. All right, let me make sure I didn't miss any order numbers here. Chat's been going pretty crazy with all the platforms today. Alexander, hi Mike, the co-founder. Hey man, what's going on? So man, that's a long username. So Kuzi over on Instagram is saying, do you sell on Amazon or other? Please answer, because I'm dead for not sleeping and I'm waiting for your answer. Sorry for taking so long to answer. We don't sell on Amazon. Honestly, I don't like Amazon buy and sell culture. It's like really scammy when you talk about like how Amazon essentially just knocks off products that do well on Amazon. And then I also really don't like how people just buy and then return on Amazon. I just don't like that kind of culture. I think it hurts both the business and the planet. People don't really consider what they're buying on there. They just kind of like buy and then kind of just go about their day, and then they just do returns all the time. And also there's a lot of like return scams on Amazon, and I don't like that. Small business, we really have to like protect our time and energy. And Amazon didn't seem like a really great, Amazon really didn't seem like a great avenue for us. So if you're interested in buying our boards, we sell them on our website. We ship worldwide. If you have a problem with it, DM the account. You're talking to the founder, and yeah. so yeah. Okay, you say can you say selling on Legions? I'm not sure what Legions is. Is that like a new? Man, am I dating myself by saying I don't know what like something is? I'm gonna add a note to look up what Legions is, or you could just tell me. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, we don't sell on Legions if that's a platform. Yeah, Chris, hating on Amazon. Yeah, man. I don't know. Like a lot of people don't like to hate on Amazon, but you know, I'm just being real. All right. Let's see. You can say my name, Kuzi, like North, or only saying it North. Okay, cool. Bodsby ignoring Kuzi. he's been smoking crypto. Dude, why do we gotta come control my chat? Don't you have a golf round or something you need to be playing? All right. Pam over on Instagram says, any plans for split ergo keyboard or that not sell well? Honestly, I think it would sell well. It's just like I've really got my mind set on growth for Work Louder. I really want to take us to our next level. It's split keyboards. It's more of a niche. I'm trying to target more mass market. Or products that lend themselves that are niche, but then lend themselves well to mass market soon after with like a complementary product. So that's like the strategy that I'm deploying right now for our product offering. Split, it's more like there's a really hardcore dedicated fan base for that. I see the utility. I know that there's customers for it. It's just really hard to upsell split keyboard customers on anything else because split keyboards can be used as macro pads. They're great for ergonomics. Split keyboard users won't be out, like they won't really think about getting a macro pad because usually they got everything mapped on their tiny keyboard, right? It just adds extra complexity. And I know then you guys are gonna be like, well, like now I want it Bluetooth. And so like it just makes it more complicated. So that's in short. I wouldn't say that we'd never sell a split keyboard, but it's just not in the cards for right now. Helmy, I'm not sure why your post might be getting removed. If it's a question, if you have a question, feel free to ask over on the Instagram DMs. I know you're over on TikTok right now. But TikTok DMs are like really hectic, so it's really likely that I'll miss your DM on TikTok. But I'm actually proud to say on Instagram I keep my DMs at 0. I check all the DMs. I go through all of them and I answer as many of you guys as I can. I answer everyone that's not trolling me or asking for a free keyboard. So if you ask like a legitimate question or you need help with something, I will answer you. If you're asking for a free keyboard, I will not answer you because I just get too many questions like that. TikTok doesn't like your product names. Do they really not like the product names? I wonder what's triggering it. I mean, it's XYZ work and board. What's so not safe for work about that? Michael Lord over on TikTok asking, how do I order? So regardless of which platform you're on, it's link in bio. I'll actually, hold on, I can bring up the website here too. So on our homepage, so I'll just show you like from the homepage, you can go to the top menu. It's the first link in that menu for keyboards. It's the XYZ workboard. We have it pre-built and Lego style kit. So if you actually like assembling things yourself, you know, you have a spare, I don't know, like 10 to 20 minutes to do the assembly. The Lego style kit is really fun. It's really simple. Even though the parts are 3D printed, you don't actually have to worry about 3D printing anything. It's a really fun build. I would really recommend it if you have like the 10, 20 minutes to do the assembly yourself. If you just want something that works straight out of the box, go for the pre-built. It's $89 and you can order it, link in bio. They are limited. We're doing like a really small batch for the first set, mainly because it's a test product. So we designed this product out of like spare parts that we had from our more expensive creator board that comes in around like $350. And we had spare parts from that, but not enough to actually make full creator boards. So we were like, how can we reuse these parts? And so we decided to try out this XYZ line because, you know, we had posted a video about 3D printed boards and people really seemed to like that. So we're like, okay, like let's lean into that. And so Mattia in one morning, like literally a week and a half ago, designed the base and frame for the XYZ workboard. And then that same day I was like, you know, like, I think I could sell these on a live. Like, I think they're cool enough that people would actually like this. And so like, just as a test, like literally that same afternoon, we didn't even have a listing up on the website. I went on the website, or I went on stream and started selling them purely via DMs. We didn't even have it available on the website. And they just started like flying off the shelves. So we're like, man, we got to make this into a real product. And so yeah. Juan, I see you over on TikTok there. I got your order number. Thank you so much for the support. I'm gonna add that to my list, and I will hook you up with your free gift after the stream, so you'll get an email with the update. All right. I was asking about doing it different with the Nomad and the knob. Oh, so Helmy, it might be knob. It might not. So TikTok might not like the word knob. So the difference between the Nomad and the knob, in a nutshell, let me go back. Let me switch to what I call the money shot cam. So I got the Nomad here. I'll turn it on for you. All right, so they're both Bluetooth. The main difference is, and I'll actually go like this. So the main difference is hold on, let me, I got both of them here, so I can literally do you one better by just showing you both on the desk here. All right, here we go. So we got, up here, we got the Nomad. This one is the Atomic Nomad with the MX Alpha Day key set. So normally it comes with a black version of this key set, but I like the white with the transparent. So it's kind of like a NASA build. So I went with that for my personal build. But yeah, so it might look a little bit confusing because now the knob and the Nomad have similar key sets on stream here. But yeah, I'll just separate them a little bit so you can get that differentiation. So the Nomad has more dials. So the knob only has the 2 dials up here. The Nomad has 3. The Nomad also has dedicated macro buttons over on the left. The knob does not. It doesn't have dedicated macro buttons on either side. The Nomad also has these 3 extra buttons here that can be pretty much mapped as macro keys. I mean, they're mapped as like page up, page down regularly. But yeah, you can remap all of the keys on all of our boards to do whatever you want. So yeah. The Nomad also doesn't have an FN row. It doesn't have the FN row. The way that you get the FN keys on the Nomad is you hold down the FP key in the corner over here, and then you press one of the number keys. Conversely, on the knob 1 over here, you have your dedicated FN keys all up here, and they're all remappable. I mean, you can remap everything on this board, but yes, you can also remap your FN keys up there. Also notice that the screen is a little bit smaller than the Nomad. It's about half the size, and it's located on the right instead of the left. In terms of like the actual build quality, the knob one is a full aluminum enclosure. So it has two types of like anodized aluminum. So it has this like space gray, and then this like silver, this silver gray up here for the aluminum, but it's fully aluminum and it's a screwless build. So you don't actually see, we're not hiding any screws beneath the feet over there. It's actually a completely screwless design. On the Nomad, you end up having the 2 screws on the bottom there. I don't know if that really matters to you, but it is a point worth considering because the knob one just by default is a lot more dense due to it being a fully aluminum enclosure. And that also helps explain why it's more in price. It's also 1 of 1,000. We only made 1,000 knobs. So if you're buying one, you're getting 1 of 1,000. So yeah, that's the difference between the 2. All right, let's check here for some more order numbers, guys. By the way, if you didn't know already, toss your order number in chat and you'll get a free gift. So it doesn't necessarily need to be any one product in particular. It can be any of the products. So yeah, just toss that order number into chat and I'll hook you up with a free gift. All right. Let's see. Can I get support on this account, Instagram DMs? Yeah, Kuzi, just send a message over on Instagram, like a DM over on Instagram, and we'll hook you up with the help that you need. Is that backpack keyboard holder available? So I think you're talking about this attachment. Actually, Mattia 3D printed this attachment for the XYZ workboard for fun, but people keep asking about it. So what we'll do is we'll probably just put the STL files up for people to download, so that they can 3D print it themselves. Right now we don't sell it. We don't sell it because we're literally just like experimenting with this product right now. But yeah, that's what's so cool about this build is that you can use these screw points all along. So it's black on black. It'll be a little hard to see there, but you can use these screw points all along your board to do like attachments. So one of the attachments that I want to build, it's kind of like a silly attachment, but I think it's pretty cool, is like to attach like this tiny level. So I have like a tiny level at the corner of my keyboard like that. I just think it's like major vibes. But yeah, let me know if you guys have ideas for what attachments we can do for the XYZ boards. But yeah, the bag holder was Mattia's first idea. Mine was the level. But yeah, it's a really fun product line because you can actually customize it yourself very easily, especially if you have a 3D printer. All right. So I think somebody's calling Legendary Wizard over on TikTok a bot. Bro is definitely not. Bro is definitely not a bot. He's one of our mods actually over on Discord. Very loyal mod, I should add to. All right. So Alexander over on TikTok asked, are buttons similar to the Logitech MX keyboard? I actually haven't used it myself, the MX keyboard myself, but I believe they use chalk switches on there, and we also use chalk switches. So, or no, they don't use chalk switches because it's called an MX one. So yeah, I think but at one point I think they did have an MX one that had chalk switches, which was confusing. But yeah, it's pretty similar in sound, I would say, for the XYZ board, that is. Our other boards, no, they sound way better because they use custom palm switches, our own custom palm switches. So yeah. All right. Wait, didn't see this one drop. Finally, affordable cooling board. So Pam over on Instagram says that they didn't see the XYZ board drop. Yeah, this board that you're seeing in the bottom viewport, we just launched this thing like literally a week and a half ago, and they've been selling like crazy. It is a limited batch, so even though it is on pre-order right now, it is limited. So yeah, if you want to get in early on this product, make sure that you pick one up as soon as you can. And if you buy on stream, throw that order number into the chat because I'm going to hook you up with a free gift after the stream's done. Yeah. So Shanwaza, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, over on Instagram, asking about price. You can find all of our prices on our website. It's link in bio, regardless which platform you're on. So yeah, so this one over here, the XYZ workboard, it starts at $89 for this Lego style kit, meaning like you get all the parts. All you need to do is just screw it all together, and we give you the tools to screw it together. It's kind of like I couldn't decide for the name between Lego style kit and IKEA style kit because technically it's like a toy like the Legos. It feels like a toy like the Lego style, but it's useful and like you assemble it because there's screws and stuff like an IKEA thing. But I don't enjoy building IKEA stuff. I don't know about you guys, but let me know in comments what you guys think. Should I continue calling it a Lego style kit? Or should I switch it to more something like a DIY kit or IKEA style kit? Let me know what you guys think in the comment. What kind of feels more natural to you guys, but also implies the most amount of fun and like joy. because to me, IKEA style kit did not. It did not speak joy to me. Every time I build IKEA stuff, I'm like cursing, sweating my life. It's crazy. But yeah, that's why I ended up going with IKEA style kit. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'd be interested. So Legendary Wizard, yeah, nah, IKEA is not it for sure, man. It's not it. IKEA, yeah. Michael Lord over on TikTok saying IKEA too intimidating. I agree, and it just also like it's not fun. Like I don't know about you. I don't know about you, Mike. But I do not enjoy building IKEA stuff. It's like you know what? Every time I have to order something from IKEA, I like strongly consider the build service for it. And then every time I always end up talking myself into it, being like, nah, it's not worth like the $150. I'll just build it myself. I always end up regretting it. He's like, I do. Michael says he likes building IKEA stuff. So who's with Mike Lord? Who's with Lord over on TikTok saying that they like building IKEA stuff, and who's with me? Don't pick teams based on me being with Work Louder. I'm interested in what you guys think. Who actually likes building IKEA stuff? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm in the minority. I don't like building IKEA stuff, but yeah, some people might find it relaxing. I don't know. Maybe it's like therapeutic. Like you just follow simple instructions to build something. There's the satisfaction of it being built. Like I get it. Emma, I guess it's Emma or M. Over on Instagram is saying I like building IKEA stuff. Wiz over on TikTok saying it's fun but also a pain in the rear. Yeah, I mean like it's fun when you start. You're excited. You're gonna get your new furniture kind of thing set up. It's fun when you start, and then you like get to like step 8, and you're like, how many steps are left? Yeah, for sure. So Anton over on Instagram is asking, are you located in the US? I'm actually located in Canada, but we ship worldwide. So I'm located in Canada, we ship worldwide, and the XYZ boards are actually shipping from Canada and also built by me, personally built by me. I haven't been super productive building on stream today. I am not the best multitasker. Usually when I build boards, I'm in our back room and I'm just building, not streaming. I'm not talking to somebody on the phone. I literally can't even watch a TV show. I get so distracted doing that. But yeah, let's see if I can actually build one of these things on stream. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Get this assembly going. But yeah, Michael Lord, get to work, my guy. Yeah, man, I'm building. All right, let's see. Mike, you doing it for the endorphins. I get it, man. I get it. All right, let's see. Rylan over on TikTok is saying, I enjoy building IKEA stuff when I build it right the first time. Bro, I think that's actually the main reason why I don't like building it, is I always end up the drawers. It's the drawers. I screw the drawers on wrong every time, and then I end up having to unscrew the drawers. It's so annoying, but yeah, it's the drawers for me. I think I've identified it, guys. So Bram over on Instagram is saying, so are there no numbers and letters on the XYZ board, just black keys? So it ships by default with the blind keys. So here, if you're looking at the bottom viewport on the stream here, you can see it ships like this with the blind keycaps. And by the way, these are not 3D printed. These are injection molded. So you're getting the same quality keycaps from our like $300-$400 keyboards on this build. We're essentially using our volume with our mainstream boards to fuel the low price point on these boards here. So you're getting that one. It's blind like that, so no legends on the stock build, but there is an add-on for you to get the legend keycaps like this, and they're shine through. So if you need those keys with the legends, you can get it with the shine through keycaps as well, just as an add-on. And it's like literally, if I just like flip to the thing, so like if you're on the website ordering, it's so under keyboards, it's the first item in the list. That's the XYZ workboard, and then the add-on, you can see it like right over here on the bottom right. You can add the work legend or work daily. Essentially, the only difference between the two are the sub legends. Work legends has the sub legends on them. Work daily is just the main letter. So like for instance on the W key, the work legend has the number 2 and the @ symbol. On the daily key set, it's just the letter W. So that might be more practical for somebody that's using like a ISO keyboard, so a European layout, and like their special characters and numbers might be located on a different spot, and they might not like the idea of having those legends actually on the board, and they might just prefer the clean look. So the Work Daily is a great option for those EU or international users. Mike over on TikTok is saying, if you have multiple of the same IKEA thing, the first one takes 3 hours, the second one takes 3 minutes. Yes, it does. I was actually, so the last time my business partner Mattia came to visit Canada, before he actually moved here. Now he actually moved to Canada. He lives here now. He actually works from the same office as me. We were building IKEA stuff for my grandmother, my Italian grandmother, and man, we were in her condo sweating like dogs building that IKEA stuff. The AC hadn't been installed yet. And even though it was still springtime, it was just like a particularly hot spring day, and we were there like assembling like the 2 bedside tables. So the first one like took forever, second one was faster, and then we had a bed and then a dresser to build, and it took us like all day though to do all of that. It was brutal. User 34 over on TikTok says, I ordered July 4th, hasn't been shipped out yet. So yeah, so actually we're still building those boards. We actually were missing daughter boards. Here, let me switch to the main, well, I got the main cam there, so the bottom cam. So yeah, we were actually missing these little daughter boards. They came in like, I think it was yesterday. So now we're actually able to start assembling these things. So we were just missing that. That's why the orders from July 4th haven't gone out yet. But all the boards are also being built by me. It's not like being outsourced to some factory in China. It's all being built by either myself or Mattia. So yeah. Over on TikTok, One Tech content creator says, got so many memories from the new customer 7 minutes away. Yeah, no, Dean is a super cool guy. You believe it or not, that video. So if you guys don't know, we have on both Instagram and TikTok, we have a video that's going viral right now from one of our first ever customer deliveries. And when I say it was our first ever customer delivery, it literally was our first ever customer delivery. That's why you see me turn to the camera. That's why you kind of like see me turn over and kind of like smirk and laugh, because I'm like, I actually have no idea what I'm doing. But yeah, and like it just so happened that Dean was like a real awesome guy, awesome customer, and then he came out with that iconic yay, which like gets me to this day. So yeah. Adanon Foam I for sure butchered that name, over on TikTok asked, what's your cheapest board? So that's actually the XYZ work board that we're building here. It comes in at $89, and if you buy it on stream, and drop your order number in chat, I'm gonna hook you up with a free gift. So yeah, that's a pretty crazy deal. All right. Let's see. So Bram says it's actually 1 a.m. over here, very late. Yeah, man, it's quite late. If you got to wake up for work, you might be a little tired in the morning. I'm not skipping your products. Skipping your questions. It's just getting a lot. Do you source your products? So I don't know what you mean by source. we actually design and manufacture all of our own products. So nothing, if you're trying to like maybe try to catch me in 4K doing a drop shipping thing, no. All of our products are custom. All of our products are custom designed by my co-founder Mattia. Yeah, everything's original. We own our own molds. We own our own supply chain. All of that. Mike over on TikTok, I think I caught your order number earlier, unless you just ordered now. I'm gonna copy it anyways and just check the list to make sure I didn't miss it. By the way, guys, if you place an order and you put your order number in chat, I will add a free gift for you after the stream. So yeah, Mike, I think that was no, I got your order. So you originally gave me your confirmation number, but yeah, I'll take the order number, confirmation number, all good. Yeah. So I don't know. Over on Instagram says, no wonder they're so unique. Thank you. I appreciate the acknowledgement. Yeah, we put a lot of effort into our products. We're creators ourselves, so we make our own content in-house. It's not outsourced to an agency. We do all of our own content. See you later, Mike. Thanks again for the support, dude. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. So we do all of our own content creation in-house. We design all of our own products in-house. We do our website in-house, our renders in-house. We are truly content creators through and through. So needless to say, we know what we're making when it comes to products for creators. That's technically speaking, a keyboard can be used by anyone. We focus on the creative industry for people that use a lot of shortcuts, need a lot of like productivity hacks and stuff. So man, I'm not gonna get this name. Yeah, Iritemi 3D over on Instagram saying, do you use Blender for your renders? No, we don't. So for our still shots, we use Keyshot. So like for our product photography, we use Keyshot. And then for our fancy motion stuff, we use Cinema 4D and Redshift. Thank you, Zelkate over on Instagram. I'd rather buy your keyboards over Razors any day. Thank you. If you do end up buying one of our keyboards and you catch me on one of these streams, or for that matter, any of our streamers, toss your order number into chat and we'll hook you up with a free gift. All right. So Adenon over on TikTok is asking, drivers or management software. So all of our software is made in-house as well, and it works for Mac, Windows, and we have community support for Linux. So Work Louder as a company doesn't officially support Linux for like the Nomad and Knob, for instance. For our input software, that's what you use to configure your board. But the community does have a build out for Linux. So if you are on Linux, you can use it. So David over on Instagram says, hey Mike, ordered the XYZ board very first day, was wondering when I could expect to get that in hands. So first of all, David, thank you so much for ordering and being one of our first XYZ backers. We actually were missing this little daughter board. We didn't have enough of them. We had placed an order and then we realized that order was going to take 22 days to fulfill. And so we had to like literally find some pre-built ones, because these daughter boards are like, people can buy these regularly on like online for like whatever, like hobbyist projects. So we went out and bought these ones so that we could get to fulfill them faster. And so yeah, we just received them like literally, it was like yesterday, the day before. So now we're starting to assemble all of the boards. So I thank you for your patience, David, and your support. We'll be getting those out soon. Zelk over on Instagram is asking, "Yo, what's 89 bucks?" This is 89 bucks. So this is the XYZ workboard. This is our first ever 3D printed product. To specify, the base is 3D printed. The keycaps, the dials are injection molded. So everything your fingers actually touch are the same parts that come from our $350 keyboard, the Creator board. So it's actually a really interesting combination of injection molding and 3D printing. But you can pick up this board. You can pick up this board today for 89 bucks, and if you throw your order number into chat, I'll hook you up with a free gift. I just realized the time, guys. It's 7:09 p.m. for me, and I need to wrap up the stream to do bath time with my daughter. So if you guys have any like last burning questions, or you want to squeak an order number in to get that free gift before I head off stream, let me know. I'm gonna hang around for. I'll give it another 5 minutes, and then I got a hard stop at 7:15. But yeah, any other questions that you guys have in chat, happy to answer them. I'll reset the room one last time. I'm Mike. I'm one of the founders here at Work Louder. I answer all the DMs on Instagram and all the other platforms for that matter. So if you guys have any questions that maybe I didn't answer to the fullest extent or to the extent that you were looking for, feel free to just ask away in the DMs. I'll do my best to answer that. But it will be me answering your DM. I answer all the DMs. Very proud of that. Swansky over on TikTok saying, "Can you answer my DM over on TikTok?" I actually have a hard time getting through all the DMs on TikTok because I get spammed so much with people asking for free stuff over on TikTok. So if you have a question that isn't, "Can I have a free board?" ask it to me on Instagram. There's fewer spam messages on Instagram, and I'm able to actually clear my DMs and get through everyone, or get to everyone on there. So yeah, if you do have a question and you want to ask me something, I answer on all the platforms when I can, but most active over on Instagram. So One Tech is saying, when will I get the follow by Work Louder? I don't know, man. Maybe I'll check after. I'll give you a follow. But yeah, I appreciate you being here on the live. Swansky over on TikTok asks, "Hello, are you a company?" I'm a person and I operate the company. But yeah, I'm Mike. But yeah. I'm one of the co-founders here at Work Louder. I take care of all like the business dev, strategy, and like high level marketing stuff. I also create content, but I also employ a bunch of people now to help me make that content at Work Louder. And I screwed the foot on upside down. Hold on, I'm also assembling XYZ boards as I do this stream with you guys. So Carmen over on Instagram is asking, "Hello, do you ship to Asia?" Hi, Carmen. Yes, we do ship to Asia. We ship worldwide, actually. Alrighty. That's why I screwed it on upside down. Okay. Yeah. What do you have? Adanon over on TikTok is asking, "What do you have for like things with customization?" So the XYZ workboard, you can get different color dials. So it ships with a yellow dial. Actually, hold on. Let me show you guys here. So we got all my dials here. So it ships with a yellow dial. And actually, while I tell you that, you can actually watch your orders being printed on stream. So what you're seeing on my top cam up there is actual customer orders being printed while we do this stream. You can get a transparent dial like this one. It comes with this yellow one here. So if you want that accent, it actually comes with that. But you can also get a purple dial. you can get a navy blue dial. And then you can also get a pink dial. So if you're into any of those colors, you can get any of those ones as an add-on for your order. You can also get a transparent key set. So we actually give you, so all of the customers that are ordering an XYZ board on well, part of these batches that we're doing now, they're gonna get this transparent escape key included for free. Even though it's technically not shown on the website, I'm including it for you guys. And yeah, so, okay guys, so we got 1 minute left on the stream. So if you have any order numbers for, any of our products, actually, not just the XYZ board, make sure to toss it into chat, toot sweet, as they would say in French, right away, so that I can, add that free gift to your order number, to your order. Does the F and J key have indicators? Yes, they do have indicators. So whether you get the legend key set or the blind key set, you get the indicator key set, the indicators on there. And it also comes with arrow key indicators. So you can actually remap these arrow keys and have it in like the traditional kind of like one up, one down, left and right. I have them as like the old school Mac Apple layout where it's like all horizontal. But yeah, you can remap your arrow keys how you want. But yeah, it does come with that. Yeah. All right, guys. Final question. Yeah. So Zelk, like bumps. Yes, it does. It does have those bumps. Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you like that. You can see them on the camera there. All right, guys. It's 7:15. Final questions coming in. Can you ship to India? Yes, we ship worldwide. Question here. If the gift worth a lot, could I get a keyboard soon? I don't understand the question, but feel free to ask it via the DMs. Always happy to answer you guys via DMs. But all right, guys. Okay, Carmen's asking silent or tactile. So we have linear switches on these. They're going to be shipping, like the earlier order numbers are going to be shipping with browns. Later ones are going to be shipping with silvers. But they're all technically linear feeling on there, and they all have the same weight. On TikTok gifts. Okay. All right, guys. So that's. Let me switch back the camera here. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for joining the stream. We didn't get through the build today. Just too many questions in chat. But thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Man, we got a lot of order numbers on stream today. TikTok won. TikTok took it home today for the support. So thank you everyone on TikTok. Instagram, you guys will have your chance again on our next stream. We didn't have any questions come in from X or YouTube. But yeah, you guys can also catch us on X and YouTube if ever you're wondering the platforms that we stream on. But that's it for me today, guys. Again, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, Mattia, I stole your XYZ board for the live. Yeah, thank you guys so much for all the support and the engagement in chat. I'll be doing more live streams, so if you had any other questions about the company, about me, about the products, don't worry, you'll get your chance to ask again. All right, guys, that's it for today. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you later. All right, guys, cheers.